What's going on, YouTube? It is BubbaMischief, and we are back with episode 7. Let's see how far I can go. And no one knows how far it goes. Last episode, our boy went ham on them and went a 1v6 and destroyed them all. They didn't even have a chance to fight back. I love the audio so much in that episode that I went and immediately added the intro music and the audio for that fight on my Spotify. So we got our super hype fight episode. So this episode's probably going to be a little bit more chill to set up for the next fight, but I'm okay with that. For those of you that have not checked out my previous episodes, I'll leave a link in the description to the playlist. And be sure to like and subscribe, it helps out a lot. I'm hoping that after that fight, he finally will understand just how much stronger he is becoming, because he took on 6 people like they were nothing, and they were supposed to be significantly higher ranked than he is. Because at some point, he does realize that he is becoming incredibly OP. Let's get right into this and keep on leveling. Let's get it. That is highly suspicious. The lowest levels are the ones that made it out alive. Sun Jinu. He's like, it definitely said that he did not get stronger. Now that's where the problem lies. He did say, "Do you know who my brother is?" right before he cut his head off. A cheapskate. This man has been freaking... This guy's been rounding up pennies for so long. Oh, it was easy. It was incredibly easy to beat up the bad guys. You know how much force you have to decapitate somebody with a knife? Yeah, but they're a piece of shit human beings that have consistently killed people, so... There's no need for remorse. Especially if they're actively trying to kill you. He's like, wait a second. He's having his Captain America moment where he's like, I can't get drunk. He's got like a permanent cleanse. A blessing. Yep, and just instant reset your body. It's like, you seem a little beat up. Let's patch you up. Ding! Oh yeah, dude, that place was a literal mountain of stones. I need a carry, please. I'm a bronze scrub. I want to get to plat. I feel like for a guild master, you should have more than 20. I mean, I feel like at this point, if you have any kind of company and you don't have a guild of hunters, then you're just gonna fall behind and become irrelevant. Yeah, you know how much money you would have to pay to afford an S rank? Maybe don't yell that. I'm offering you a $30 billion building to go in there 19 times. Are you threatening the Are you trying to blackmail me? He knows that was not a good idea. I laughed at like these people are so mad about that. My brother was murdered when he was trying to murder other people. They murdered him. How could they? You get angry at him for being killed when all he does is kill people. That looks nothing like him anymore. It literally, like, you could just hold that up. Nah, you can pass. He's like, bro, I run 10 kilometers a day. Bonus round. Like, this guy just ran a marathon. Oh. Pretty damn close to a marathon. He's like, oh shit, this is what I need. I got XP. XP and a potential chance to save his mom. He literally is like, I couldn't ask for more. You're on, like, it's a really dumb decision to even go in there. The last time you went into an instance, that looks dope. But the last time you went into an instance dungeon, you couldn't come back out. And if you got locked in there, oh my god, you'd be really dumb to not be afraid. That is true, he does have the teleportation, so that's fair. You can't even enter the gate! Hell's gatekeeper circles. Oh look, you nicked him. I still think that going in here is very, it's just not a good idea. Like, it's, what's the word? Very overconfident. But it's like, now that you're in there, welcome up. Did it just do a front flip? Oh, goodness. He's like, how many times am I gonna lose an arm? You definitely should not have come here. Still not as bad as the temple, because you can at least do damage to it. Honestly, you're lucky that this has only taken you to half. You took several really big hits. Maybe read the notification in a second. That was sick. He just broke the freaking ground. Did he just try like pocket sand? Well, shit. That was your free escape. He's like, I get it. I'm about to die. Not going in there at that level? That's how you do it? He's like, wait a second. Toxic things don't work on me. Maybe this debuff won't matter. And he straight up just drank toxin. Now he takes 20% less damage without any other negative side effect. You got one of his eyes. You just got 5 more. Get the eyes. Let's be real, the 20% damage reduction buff is not what's helping him in this fight. It's just like it gave him the like mental edge where he's like, I'm tankier now, let's fight. Although you're still very much getting fucked up. Another eye. Not sure how slamming him in the building didn't do 100 damage. Or that. He's like, I learned this trick on the spider. Ruthlessly shank eyes repeatedly. It's bleeding so much, it doused the fire. Also, wouldn't that just like kill one head? And he's good. He leveled up. He's like, oh my god, I'm fucking dumb for coming in here. I ain't doing that again. Yep, if you go in there right now, you fucked. He's like, dude, I couldn't even... I nearly died fighting your guard dog. And you think I'm gonna go further? At least like it's like, all right, we're gonna go into the dungeon to then see a gate that you have to go through. And then it says like boss fight, gate, and then the rest of it. Ow, I just kicked my computer. What am I doing? All right, that was sick. Okay, because I was thinking it was gonna slow down a bit, but I forgot that we get like right in to the like hell instance dungeon, and that whole place is fucking awesome, and he will come back to it later to finally open the door, because I don't think it was a good idea to go in there right now. He's like, oh yeah, I just killed like a couple of C ranks and stuff, let's go into an S rank dungeon. Like, I don't get the logic behind that on his side. I guess to be fair, he was like, I'm just testing it, but to be fair, just testing an S rank is not a good idea. Even with the stone, because what happened to his stone? It got sent flying. He didn't even get to use it. Which I kind of feel like for like the system, the stone should like, I don't know, like it shouldn't be able to leave his hand or something. But it just had to push him to the point of nearly dying to get him to step up and fight that Cerberus. Which is like, he killed one brain. I feel like it should be like limp head and then 2 more heads are still fighting him and shit. But I mean, I guess, hey, if it kills it, it kills it. It's like he was waiting out the buff of the Cerberus, and then he consumes that gland that he was able to negate the negative part and just get a 20% damage reduction. It's like, when he continued to fight it, that damage reduction, I mean, to be fair, it did save his life, because after one hit, after that, he got down to like 100, so clearly it saved his life. But it's like, what's getting you to do damage now is that you now have more confidence because you have damage reduction. But he will not return to the hills for a little bit. He's got to level up, and he's got to get a couple of things before he goes back. My thing is that I would be really suspicious of the system even more when it gave the key and immediately said that you can make the elixir of life. I'm like, I don't think that's a coincidence that it gave me exactly what I wanted, which is a way to help my mom. But we got to see a little bit more of the interactions between him and his sister. To be fair, it's just been them for quite a while. And she's like, you used to be a cheapskate. My man was literally nearly dying for the few scraps of money that he would get. That is just barely enough to even try to sustain them. So he's not a cheapskate. He's giving you everything he possibly could. Just now he's gonna get rich as fuck. Because I also like the deal, obviously like 30 billion. Like that's an absurd amount of money. But it's also half of those crystals from the previous fight That whole boss room was covered in crystals. And I don't know if it ever shows it, but I mean, you could imply that he might have also sold the stone from the spider. So we got to see a glimpse of the brother of the guy that he killed in the last episode. He did say, "Do you know who my brother is?" right before RMC cut his head off. And that guy is also a piece of shit. But I still think it's funny. It's like, he killed my brother. It's like, your brother was murdering people on repeat. Are you shocked somebody managed to kill him? So this episode was a lot like The Temple, where he's just getting his ass fucking beat. But he came out of it on top this time without basically just being killed. Like, he got pretty close. 100 HP out of like 3,000. Like, that's fucking terrifying. But what this episode truly enlightened to our NC is that he needs more XP. He's like, I need to kill a lot more shit. I need to get even stronger. This tower is the answer to saving my mother. And I am too weak. I must level. I hope you guys enjoyed episode 7. I did. That was some sick fighting and some sick animation. I can't wait for episode 8 next week. Have a good one. You guys are beasts.